IFP is a suite of products that came out of a need at my previous position running the Loop Technologies, an integration company in Boise, Idaho. And what I noticed was a couple things were going on when we were looking at networks that we were building out for our customers. When we were using category cable, not only was it labor intensive, not only were the boxes quite heavy when it came to installing multiple jacks, not only does it have all kinds of mechanical limitations such as wire length and speed and such, but also it has no future headroom. We already have networks that are maxing out category cable. It doesn't matter whether it's Cat 5e, Cat 6, Cat 7, Cat 8, it doesn't matter. We're hitting the limits of category cable and we have to go to fiber. As an integrator and as a previous manufacturing engineer, I wanted to figure out a solution that we could do. I dug everywhere, literally around the world, trying to find a solution, and I couldn't find one. So what I did was I got some people that are super smart, and we worked together and we created IFP Connect. And what IFP Connect is we use industry standard fiber, industry standard connectors, and industry standard technology, but we have all of those parts integrated into an ecosystem to allow networks within a home or within a business or within a multi-dwelling to be entirely done on fiber. Here's a picture of what a completed network looks like. This is in a normal network. The network comes into the home or business through a modem that converts that signal into that local network. And just like in the picture, you saw it went from the modem to the router. Then from the router, typically to something called a network switch, which is kind of like a power strip for networks. Your cables plug into that and get distributed throughout the facility up to about, facility or home, up to about 100 meters. That's the maximum, roughly 300 feet. With IFP Connect, what we do is instead of pulling category cable throughout that structure, we pull fiber. And so our integrators, our dealers, instead use industry standard fiber, whether that's Corning or Clearline, those are the two providers at this time. And after pulling that fiber, it comes time to terminate it. They terminate that fiber with a standard industry connector. That industry connector plugs into our 8-port fiber switch. So on one side of that switch are standard computer connectors, so that's where the router would plug in. Then on the other side are industry standard fiber connectors. So fiber plugs into here, goes out up to 1,000 feet to one of our two converters. And they are the same technology, the only difference is specifically what is needed at that location. So one of these screws into the wall. The custom trim is then added. So when we're looking at these trims, the great thing is they snap on to trim that out to whatever the wall plate color is in the home. The other thing we do, because since this was created by integrators, is we also added some status lights here behind the cover to give the integrator, give that technician the confidence when they install it that this device is ready to go. Okay? So in the back, it takes an industry standard fiber connector. When you pull that fiber, you also pull a power connector or a power wire. That fiber and power go back to the main location, often referred to as the head end, where it's plugged into both the switch and the power distribution unit. And that's really all the ecosystem is. So people continue to, I think, make it more confusing than we actually created it. But remember, we created it to be simple. We created this to have better speeds, better functionality, easier to install, and far more future-proof capacity than current category cable. So if you're looking at IFP in your home, definitely reach out to us at ifpconnect.com. If you're an integrator and you're still pulling category cable, I'm sorry. I say that in jest as a fellow integrator or former integrator. Look at fiber and look at IFP Connect. We're the only ones, patent pending technology, to be able to take fiber to copper conversion and put it in the wall. Here's a picture of what it looks like when they're installed. So you can see the experience to the homeowner, to the business owner, is exactly like what they're used to, with a standard computer style connector. The difference is that now they're doing it with fiber in the wall, so that whatever comes in the future, when we need to increase those speeds, when we need to create a better network, all we're doing is swapping out this module. That's it. Okay? Questions, ask down below. Stay tuned, subscribe to us. We'd love to continue to hear from you and start this conversation. Have a great Tuesday.